5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Up P1.
Fox 40 News at 10 starts now.
Zano.
Good evening. The president is not ending the war
Ready,
just
P1?
yet, but tonight he told the nation he will gradually withdraw some U.S. troops as progress is made in Iraq.
Fox's Jennifer Davis has more details on the Commander-in-Chief's primetime address.
Roll. And take.
Super.
Good evening.
Speaking from the Oval Office, President Bush informed the nation he's going to follow the recommendations
Are
of
we
his
coming to
commanders
Larry
on the ground
for
in
Bush
Iraq.
reaction to
That
this?
means he plans to maintain the bulk of his troop surge through next.
The president
Super,
failed
I
to
guess.
provide either a plan
10.
to successful
I'm hoping this is in.
Yeah. Coming to Larry, coming to Larry.
convincing rationale to continue.
And
then
take.
whenever you want.
And that was
I
Fox's
guess not.
Ready,
Jennifer
P1?
Davis reporting. Meanwhile, there is quite a local reaction to President Bush's speech tonight. It is from Peace Action, a local group opposed to the war, which plans a protest in front of the federal courthouse in Binghamton on Saturday. The president's announcement that some 5,700 troops will be
Coming to
leaving
Sot
by
on P2.
Christmas, and eventually 15,000 more, leaving 137,000 in place, does not impress two activists with Peace Action.
Roll.
He's saying the surge has worked, maybe we can draw down. What he
Are we
wants to
coming back
draw
to
down
Larry
to is
for
what is
Hinchy?
basically an
Board's
unacceptable
ready.
Thank you.
level of occupation and basically an occupation that has no legitimacy.
Q.
Peace Action's demonstration against the war in Iraq is set for noon on Saturday at the federal courthouse in Binghamton.
And take.
And Southern Tier Congressman
CG?
Maurice Hinchy also has quick reaction to the president's speech. In a statement released before the president took to the airwaves this
take.
evening, Hinchy says,
Ready,
quote,
Raquel, for
the president's
conspiracy?
withdrawal plan is no plan at all. Hinchy goes on to say that the only thing this drawdown accomplishes is ending the troop surge 1 year from now. It is a shell game. Hinchy adds that the president is sticking to the same old plan that hasn't worked for the last 4.5 years. Hinchy wants U.S. troops redeployed out of Iraq starting now, he says, not a year from now.
And take.
And in other
Ready,
news,
P1?
we have more information tonight on the alleged plot to kill 2 Norwich police officers. As Fox 40's Kenneth Burton explains, the motive involves the officers' stubborn pursuit of drug traffickers in the
Roll.
area.
And take.
2 Norwich men are being held in Chenango County Jail for allegedly conspiring to kill a police officer and a retired
Right, Larry,
police
for
chief.
biking car
Norwich
accident.
police say Matthew Smith and Robert Gallo Jr. were both under
He's a
surveillance.
nuisance to the neighborhood. Really, I didn't even like him moving in here.
The 2 are being charged with second-degree conspiracy to murder. Smith and Gallo are both
Come
being
on, Larry.
held in county jail on $1 million
For car
bail.
bike.
A felony hearing is scheduled for Monday. In Norwich, Kenneth Burton, Fox 40 News. First at 10.
And take.
An accident
Ready,
between a
P1?
car and a cyclist lands the rider in the hospital after being ticketed by
Roll.
police. It happened
Take.
just before 12:30 this afternoon at the intersection
Ready,
of
Raquel, for
Lakeside and
backyard bye?
Jefferson Streets at Binghamton. The biker was unconscious after police say he rode into the driver's side of the car because he failed to stop at the stop sign. The bicyclist, 18-year-old Justin Castellano, was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Castellano was ticketed for failing to stop at that stop sign.
And take.
You're
Ready,
often worried
P1?
about food contamination, and you often hear a lot also about local officials trying to boost the local economy. But there is one possible solution to both. You don't have to look far. It's in your backyard.
Roll. And take.
For local farmers, that sizzle
Are we coming
is the sound of
to
a cash
camera
register
3?
bell. This beef was raised and
Which
purchased
then lead us
at
to
a
the
local farm.
annual auction.
And while we normally see the two
Solutions.
both
Ready, three?
reducing the risk of eating tainted food and boosting the local economy, that sounds just as good as it tastes.
And take.
And it took up a
Ready,
little bit like
P1?
Senator Lewis's famous annual steak roast.
You know, Senator Levis is obviously one of those men who can't cook.
I guess so. Now, in other news, for those looking for a fine selection of non-edible local items, government offices are getting ready for Saturday's 25th annual county auction.
Items such as motorcycles, baseball bats, weighing scales, and even a paintball gun were on display this morning at the Broome County Highway Garage. 10 towns and villages,
Relay
4
for
school districts,
911.
and City of Binghamton, BCC, and Tioga County are all participating this year. Last year's auction netted $216,000.
And take. Ready for
911
board.
phone service is still out in
ready.
parts of Broome and Delaware counties tonight. A
And
fiber
take.
optic cut
Alright, close
interrupted
the block right
service
here,
earlier
3 miles
today.
to
In the
TCG.
Kirkwood, West Colesville, and Hancock areas, crews are still awaiting a part to repair the break in the service, which will affect telephone, cell phone, and some cable phone service. In case of an emergency, contact your nearest fire department.
And take. Ready
And on
P1.
Fox 40 News, a complication during pregnancy that you might not expect.
Roll.
Advice on how to minimize your chances of diabetes during your term.
Alright, Killer Mike, how long do we have?
We have 20.
Fade to black in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. M black.
5,
Roll.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And up.
The transmitter doesn't go.
And out.
On the eve of week 3 of the high school football
Ready for board,
schedule,
CG?
the first batch of state rankings have now been released. A total of 9 teams from Section 4 have found their way into the polls for their respective classes, and the highest ranked of those 9 teams should come as a surprise to no one. Shenango Forks, ranked number 2 in Class B.
And
Let's take a closer look at those
We'll have another
9
one after
clubs
this.
following their huge victory over Powerhouse Christian Brothers Academy in week 1. The UE Tigers find themselves ranked number 8 in Class AA. On deposit tomorrow night.
Roll.
Shifting gears, we go to the high school soccer fields as Seton took on Johnson City today in girls action. Scoreless game.
All right, we'll be
early
wiping
going, but Seton applying the pressure.
to P2
Colette
for
O'Brien
ME
squeezes a
soccer
shot
after
through a
this.
pair of defenders,
up.
but sends
Thank
it
you.
just wide of the net. Game remains scoreless, but later on in the half, it's Miranda DeSantis showing off some nifty ball handling as she takes it right to the net and finishes off the nice play there. Seton took a 1-0 lead. Johnson City now seeking the equalizer near the end of the half. Allison Nelly rounding the corner and putting one in front for Celeste Kadillik, but the shot goes just wide. That would prove costly because the Saints double their advantage with 3 minutes to go in the first half. Amanda Fierley with the pass for Sarah Canny, and she punches it home. Seton took a 2-0 lead, and they hang on for the victory over Johnson City today. Your final was 2-1.
And
Meanwhile,
roll.
we head down to Maine Edwell, where the Spartans took on Whitney Point today in a home game. Emmy in the driver's seat with a 4-0 lead second half.
All right,
Looking for
we'll be
more.
wiping a full
Megan
board
Griffith
after the
looks like
score,
she's about to
correct?
make it 5-0, but Christina Eaton comes up with a nice save there for Whitney Point. That kept it a 4-0 game, and you know,
And scores up, by the
goalkeeping
way.
can
Thank you.
sometimes be a dangerous endeavor as Eaton barely avoids a foot to the noggin there as she comes up with that save. Dangerous indeed. However, Emmy's Jamie Holiday would eventually score that 5th goal for the Spartans, and Emmy cruising to the 5-0 victory today over Whitney
Alright, full
Point.
board.
Shifting
up.
now to the college fields, and the BCC ladies pull off a tremendous victory
I'll be
over
coming-
Mohawk Valley, who came into the
How do you
game
wanna
as the
change?
I will.
second
Then we
ranked
wipe
junior
into
college team
P1 at the end
in
of
the
this.
nation. But the Hornets take care of them with ease by a 4-0 final. Very impressive win. BCC paced by a 2-goal, 1-assist effort from Emily Dixon. Hornets improved to 4-1-0 on the season, and not to be outdone.
Change.
The BCC men also
All right, ready,
4-1
P1
this
for
year
Yankees.
after today's 1-0 overtime victory at Cayuga.
Roll.
Meanwhile, it was rookie Ian Kennedy on the mound tonight for the Yankees as they took on Toronto. But in the first, the veteran gets the better of the kid.
Thank you. All right,
Thomas
we're going to the
driving
wall,
one deep
close
to
this
center,
out
which
after the
Melky
score.
Cabrera cannot flag down. A run scores, but that was the only hit given up by Kennedy in 7 very impressive innings of work tonight. Meanwhile, the Yankee offense had been shut down until the 6th when Johnny Damon drills a fastball to the second deck in right field. That ties the game at 1. However, Toronto scores a run in the 9th, and they go on to defeat the Yankees, snapping their 7-game winning streak. Their final tonight from Toronto, 2-1.
And take.
And that's a look at
Ready for
sports
board,
on a
CG?
Thursday night. Be sure to join us again tomorrow.
And take. Kills Mike. Change. Black in 3, 2, 1, and black.